because y'all know I'm a tax nerd. I'm enjoy tax shit. Come on now. So I listened to his questions. I listened to the representative's answers, and I found it interesting that same thing is happening. People listen for what they want to hear. Um, that 100% happens. Um, and in listening for what they want to hear, or focusing on what they don't hear, what they're not hearing, that he was missing all of the clues, all of the clues. But I was like, like I said, there's certain things that an account representative just cannot say to you legally. They just can't say it. But she was saying it, not saying it like straight out. But if you listen, but just say read between the lines of what she was saying, oh, I was picking up what his issues were. She kept reiterating to review his income and with his withholdings, and that was going right over his head. She kept reiterating that because obviously there's an issue right there. Yes, she kept reiterating the time frame, but I already told you they're going to do that. If the time frames ain't passed and stuff like that, and they have continued to communicate with you, then it ain't nothing that they can't send a referral or nothing to that effect or nothing like that. And I believe he said the tax advocates wouldn't help him because they was in the comments telling him to talk to his Congress. But as she kept talking, he was saying that at first his income wasn't present, but then everything was present except for gambling issues. Well, his gambling income, which was a flag to me because I am in a position where I do review a whole lot of tax returns, stuff like that. I see a whole lot of different situations. With gambling, 9 times out of 10 they report it, but a lot of, and he's due a refund, single, no kids. Make sure we put that there. They put withholdings on there with those gambling. Okay, they put, I've seen some crazy withholdings with gambling and everything. But if that's not reported to the Internal Revenue Service, then the IRS is not going to acknowledge those withholdings, and it can definitely hold up the tax return, number one. So we do a refund, so I'm listening because I'm listening to the things that are going to generate a refund and things that are going to stop a refund. So he went on this long little rant that he was talking about, and he mentioned something else. He mentioned that he had a debt that was written off, or that he wrote off. What's this form? I think I just entered it. I think no, not that one. I want to get it right. But he mentioned that he submitted this form. Was it this one? Form 982? I believe that's the one that he mentioned. Basically, what he was saying is that he wrote off some debt and that he filed this form. And when he said that, I said, that's why you ain't got your damn refund. Like, he got all these videos talking down the IRS, but whoa, what the fuck? What? It sounds like you got some flam on your tax return, and your frustration is that they didn't go along with it, because they're gonna check it. And sometimes when we talk about people getting different information on the IRS website. I'm not the IRS website, online. I sit up and I see a lot of people who be posting videos, LLCs, and this, and that, and having these conversations, and they tell you about all these methods. They be telling you a bunch of bullshit. Honestly, they do. You can't write off your debt on your tax return, buddy. You can't. You can't do that. Cancellation of debt, a 1099-C, that comes from financial type, like your car. They repossessed your car and they wrote off the amount that was left. They issue you a 1099-C for the amount. So if it was $1,200 that they said they was gonna forgive it, whatever, that becomes taxable income to you. You can't write that $12,000 off. Then there was a 1 year this lady was going around telling people that if people owe you money, you could do the 1099-C. No, fuck, you cannot. No, you cannot. It is not that damn simple. No, you cannot. So when he got to saying that, I was like, that's why I be on the fence. Yeah, the IRS, they got rules and regulations, but when you get to trying to do fancy stuff and your frustration is that was supposed to work and it didn't, or they really playing with you or are you playing with them? Did you start a game that you mad they playing? You started it. So now they taking you down through there. But no, you can't do that. You can't you loaned your friend $100, they ain't pay it back, so you gonna write it off for the 1099-C. No, the fuck you cannot do that. No. You do it and watch you be sitting on the 570 or 810. Do it. Go ahead. Go ahead and do it. And watch you be sitting. Because that is not how it works. If you are somebody who DIY or you watch lives of people who be suggesting stuff, I implore you to open up. Is implore the right word? My wife ain't heard the word check me. I encourage, because I know that one's right. I encourage you to go on your computer, not your damn phone. Go on your computer. Go to Google. Type in irs.gov. Bookmark it. Okay, so that you can get to it fast. I got mine bookmarked. Okay, so you can get to it faster. And if they tell you to do XYZ form, we're going to use 1099-C for example. They tell you, you can do this with a 1099-C, you can do this with a 1099-C. I want you to go on irs.gov. In the search field, I want you to type that form, okay? I'm going to give you an example. We're going to do 1099-C on irs.gov, okay? Let me pick y'all up so I can show y'all real quick. This is what I need y'all to start doing, especially my good friends who, you know what I'm saying? You doing your own thing. You finna try a method somebody told you to try. You need to CYA at all times. CYA, because the IRS is your social security number. So you need to have an understanding of what it is you finna do. Okay? Come to the IRS website. Don't just search some random ass Google page. Come to the governing authority, because these the people who gonna be looking over it. These the people who gonna be determining whether they agree with it or not. So somebody's random fast page telling you some shit, no, come here. Okay? They always 9 times out of 10 is gonna have it recommended by the IRS. So basically at the top. So if we click on about that 1099-C cancellation of debt, it's gonna pull us up a lot of sources about this. But this is where I want you to go. See this word? Instructions. We gonna click on the PDF version of it, so because it pulls up everything nice and neatly for us. You need to be reading the specific instructions for this form to know who it applies to. Coordination with 1099-C, who should be filing this, what this actually applies to, and ask yourself, is that literally your situation? And the reason why you want to do that is because when the IRS look at it, they're not going to be looking at it based on what somebody on social media told you. They're going to be looking at it based on tax law. Here's the tax law for you. Here are the instructions. This is what they intend for these forms to do. This is what these are their forms, and this what they purpose their form to do. So you need to understand that before you start sticking it on your tax return or allowing somebody to stick it on there for you. You need to fully understand what that is, and can you defend this position? If it had to go all the way to the tax court, can you legally defend this position, or are you just gonna be arguing? Because arguing for the sake of arguing is a waste of damn time. Are you finna be loud and wrong? Is the question. Start pulling up these forms people tell you about and read about them. This is free. I ain't paid. This ain't no paid version of the IRS. It goes through all of this. It breaks down what they mean by abandonment, statement of borrowers, what they break everything down for you. You need to come and read this. This is the instructions. Who it's for, what it's for. It tell you right here, reminders. That these instructions tell you who must file it, when and where to file it, correcting and void returns. It tells you everything that this document is going to cover, and in regards to that 1099-A and 1099-C. So don't just blind you. We got the internet. When we was younger, we used to have to go to the library and pull up outdated books. You know what I'm saying? To research stuff. You got a handy dandy notebook in your hand. You got that iPad. And if you ain't got an iPad and that little cheesy kid got one, when they take that nap, pull up that Google on that little cheesy iPad and read this stuff. If you're not going to use a professional, even if you use somebody who's telling you can do these things, question everything. Trust but verify. Because at the end of the day, you the one that is associated with your social security number. The IRS going to ask you about it. They may do something to the tax preparer for doing fraudulent stuff on your tax return, but that does not absolve you of your responsibility. Because at the end of the day, your tax return is your responsibility. That tax preparer just provided you a service. So they're going to get papped for not following due diligence and Circle 230 as a tax professional. And you're going to get papped for whatever they put on that tax return because that tax return is yours. So you're not going to just get away scot-free. If it results in you owing or fined or whatever, they're going to hit you with it. Where do you think they get the people who testify against the ones they put in jail? People who mad that now they owe. Sean, does the IVO manual review or use a system? It depends, a little bit of both. So that's why I like to give y'all resources. So you ain't just gotta take my word. Let me show you where you can go and read it. Let me show you where you can go and read that for yourself and use your comprehension to determine whether or not something is accurate or not. And when it comes to IRS, most things are in writing. Yeah. Yep. I'm live on YouTube, and they got a lot of trolls over there. Somebody over there just said Young MA. I give Young MA TikTok. Do I give Young MA? Hold on. Do I got this link? Hold up. Let me go here so I can respond to this person. Where is it? Here it is. All right, and then we're gonna go back here and we're gonna go to messages. And who is this? Excuse me. Okie dokie. What's going on, C. Barnes? If you file exempt for a year, will you still qualify for the child tax credit? Yeah. Yeah. On your W-4 form, when you file a W-4 form with your employer, you're telling payroll how much federal taxes to take out your check. That has no effect on any credits that you're eligible for. You're literally just telling them how much federal taxes to take out of your pay. That's it. It doesn't change your eligibility. As long as you have eligible children for the child tax credit and you fall within the income eligibility for child tax credit, then you'll still receive your credit. Now, what it does when you're exempt all year, the way it does play a role is it can affect your refund, like your overall refund, depending on your income. So if you are a high earner and you're exempt all year, you got 2 kids, say you make $80,000 a year and you got 2 kids, and you're going to get $4,400 for both of those qualifying children that are under the age of 17. If a majority or if not all of your child tax credit is going to go towards your tax liability, because child tax credit applies to your tax liability. So You may not get any additional child tax credit because you're possibly going to be using it all up on your tax liability. No problem. Yeah, but you'll still get it. You'll still be eligible for it. If you're eligible, you got a 571 code. What do I wait for next? Do you have any 810 or anything else like that? Thank you for that follow. If you don't have any other hold code, if you don't have an 810 or anything like that, then you're just allowing time for it to update and hopefully go to an 846. I haven't seen many audits this year. Anybody got a 420? I haven't seen many audits this year at all. No problem. That's the only thing I don't like about going live on YouTube is that they so strict on the music, man. That killed the vibe. We be in here jamming on TikTok. TikTok don't care about none of that. Yeah, we be in here jamming. YouTube be like violation, violation, violation. Yes, audit codes. It's all kind of codes. That's what you talking about. See, you just get you just get the skin off the meat in the lives. You see what I'm saying? I go down up and through there with my coaching clients, like with my review implementation services program, I should say. It's not it. I do teach you how to review a tax return, but I do a full breakdown of the different departments, the time frames, how stuff move through the department. So it's to give you a over so that you can be more analytical about the review versus just look at the tax return. That is a part of it, but you need to understand the back end too. Yeah, 420. I be saying that all the time. That's not a good time at the 420 is not a good time at the IRS. It's not a good time. You might want to have a good time after you see it, but it's some smoke in the city, all right. If you got a 420, you might not want to inhale it at the IRS. They 420 is not that type of good time, baby. It's on fire. It's burning down. Abort, abort. Well, it's too late to abort at that point because they got questions and you better give an answer. So they from the start saying, yeah, nope, 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 denied, denied, denied. Ain't that what Shirley say? Denied, denied, denied. 100%. Yeah. Denied, denied, denied. All right, back to my thing over here. Yeah. So what, we got any sophomores in here? Any of y'all sophomore freshmen? Y'all still hanging out? Or these all new resolution people? I need to make sure when I look at y'all names outside of Diz. What's good with it, Chanel? My assistant in the chat. Y'all say hey to my assistant, Chanel. Don't be acting funny with Chanel. Yep. She is prepared here at Fundamental Tax Solutions. I could definitely say that I mentor Chanel, so my mentee, 100%. So familiarize yourself with her. She might send you an email if you're a client. Yep. I'm working on SOPs, Chanel. You're gonna love these. Hey Zedra, how you doing? Okay, yeah, so everybody in here freshmen then. Y'all gonna be freshmen in January. We're gonna have a new class of freshmen. We're gonna have our sophomores and we're gonna have our juniors. And it's gonna go down. I'm excited. I can't wait. January is always such a very animated time, isn't it? All my good friends, they be lit. And I got some really good topics coming up for y'all at the beginning of the year. Do y'all got y'all addresses updated for with these employers? Because I know y'all done moved and did all kind of stuff all year long. Or did y'all addresses updated so we ain't got nobody whining in January talking about they ain't got their W-2s and stuff like that? At y'all jobs, have y'all been opting in to get them electronically delivered to you all? Because we don't want to hear no whine to come January that you ain't got your W-2s yet, and then you file that tax return with that last paycheck stub, and then you be hanging out with the review people again. That may not sound like solid advice, or it may not sound like a deep tax tip, but I'm telling you right now that that's the number one thing people be struggling with. They ain't got their paperwork, and they been here, there, and everywhere working this year, working and moving and giving different addresses, so they're not getting those W-2s, those 1099s on time. Take your time and make sure that all those different connections have your up-to-date address. That way you ain't got to wait on mail forwarding or nothing like that. If they got the option for you to get it electronically, opt in for that. Get you an email address that you remember to log into so that you can access it. All right, so that you can get your paperwork. That makes everything a whole lot simpler. Tax season, refund season is just that, but taxes is a year-long thing, especially if you are a small business owner or if you do gig work or side work. If you waiting on January to be concerned about preparing for taxes, you already behind. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Especially if you got a small business or you a gig worker. You wait till it's time to go to start getting ready. You supposed to stay ready so you don't have to get ready. See what I'm saying? That's an all year thing. Especially if you're a small business, you need to be addressing taxes quarterly and get out of that mind frame that taxes January. No ma'am. No ma'am, no sir. You small business, you self-employed. Quarterly, boo. Quarterly, boo. Quarterly. Yeah, January it be college class, bro. For real, that's jam packed. Jam packed. I can't wait. It's gonna be a good time. Y'all hilarious. You see the C saying the refund can take up to 60 days. What's the process? Oh, you got a letter saying that your return under review? Is that what the sheet says? The letter say you under review? Because if that's what it say, then that's what's going on. They reviewing that tax return. You're going to have to allow them 60 days. Make sure that tax return is accurate. Make sure you actually look over your tax return. And when I say look over, and I ain't talking about just look at the accounts transcript. Don't just flip the page back and forth. Detail line by line to make sure ensure the accuracy of that tax return. Bless you. Thank you. I was told today that I have to wait until September the 18th. What else they tell you, Zandra? The realist 290 claim disallowed. So not being funny, but whatever it is, did you file an amended return or anything? Because if not, then it's something on your tax return that the definition of the word disallowed doesn't change, because we talked about the IRS. And I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to simplify it for you. Disallowed mean they said no to something. It's like you disallowed your child from going outside. That means you told their ass, no, you can't go out there. So there's some claim on your tax return. So if you didn't amend the return, or if it's something else on there, they not jiving with that. That's what disallowed means. Yeah, whatever on that amended return, they ain't like that. So if in response to your amended return, the code said claim disallowed claim, that's them saying no. Nah. So now the question is what's on that tax return? What's on the amended return? What's on the tax return, or what's on that amended return? For them to be saying nah. That's what we need answers to at this point. Yeah, I added my adult brother disabled with the EIC. Is your adult brother is permanently and totally disabled? You gotta be careful with that. They'll mess around and audit you, baby. You got paperwork from a doctor to cover that. Cause you need paperwork from a doctor to cover that. You might as well go ahead and cover all your bases in case you are audited. Especially after they disallow a claim, you stick that back on there. You want to make sure that if they do ask questions, you can CYA. So you're gonna need documents to show that person lives with you, that they are related to you. You're gonna need all of that. We're not gonna wanna we're gonna want to make sure we cross all the dot all the T's and cross all the T's and dot all the I's, because it's possible that you might be audited. And then if that's the case, it's probably some stuff you did not submit with that amended return that probably would have made it work a little bit better for you. Which is why I do suggest, I know my good friends, y'all like the DIY tax returns, but baby, I don't DIY my brakes because I don't know what I'm doing. I do know it's cheaper for me to do my brakes myself, but I'm not getting under there and fiddly diddly and touching around. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I don't know how to change no oil, and I heard plenty of men talk about it's easy. Okay, fine, take my little $50 and you fucking do it. I don't know what I'm doing, so no. If that's true about your tax return, you might want to go ahead and get you the professional services, or go ahead and make sure you're taking some classes and investing in yourself so you can actually learn what it is that you're doing. Because I have everything, and I'm assuming they are going to send me a letter. They probably will. They decide the 290 September 7th, so that's probably when you get the letter. Yeah, or if they do it 971, normally indicates when they'll send the letter out. Hold on, my cat want to come up. You're welcome. Paisley, can you do me a favor, please? Yes. Hey, big girl.
Hey.
How was school today?
Good.
Can you do me a favor real quick, please?
Yeah.
Looking like you're green. She finna go in there and change some clothes. She put on some outside clothes. She finna go? I just need you to feed me out, man, when you're done doing what your mama said. Thank you. No problem. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we almost at 30 minutes. We're going to hang out for another 30 minutes so I can get my hour in. Now, the good news is I am trying to go live more often. If you're not following me on YouTube and you're a tax preparer, and for my good tax friends, I'm going to be doing a lot more teaching on YouTube, a lot more long format videos. So make sure you following. I've already dropped the video for starting a virtual tax office. I'm trying to, I like to start at the bottom and work our way up. So definitely check it out if you are a tax professional. Over there, it's the same name, Fun Tax Solutions. You can type in your tax instructor Sean, you will find me. Same. I try to keep everything uniform. You know what I'm saying? So that it's easy to find me. But yeah, I'm gonna do some teaching over there, some basic tax law teaching and stuff like that for tax professionals. Talking about these different systems and DIYing your office and different tools and stuff to use, different ways to do it. Because I ain't gonna lie, I DIY my tax office. I don't do a lot of things that other people do. You know what I'm saying? I do what works for me. I'm not easily influenced, which isn't a bad thing, but sometimes in the tax industry, people be like, you need to have this, you need to have this, you need to have this, you need to have that. And I feel like, your business is like your relationship. You're going to do what works for you. We all going to make sure that we stay within compliance of the IRS. That's the number one thing that we need to do. But the tools that we put together, our tech stack, you know, what we use to achieve that goal may not be the same things, you know what I'm saying? So I do talk about a lot of different tools, free tools, because when I first got started and I didn't have any clients, it didn't make sense for me to be paying $100 for this, $100 for that, $100 for that, and I ain't even got no clients to help, you know what I'm saying, make up this expenditure. It made me do a lot of research on different tools and things of that nature to be able to achieve the same goals, but save me some money until I got to where I could to afford the paid version of different things. And there's a lot of different options out there. So we'll be talking about tools. We're gonna talk about practices. I think I'm gonna do a video about my SOPs after I finish them, because baby, I'm gonna tell you, they fucking immaculate, immaculate. Yeah, and that's the part of taxes that people don't talk about. You know, they like talk about how much money you can make and all this and that. It's a lot that goes into running a tax business. A lot of the background stuff that you have to do. That is just as important, because if your stuff ain't together, then you know you're gonna run into what they call some bottlenecks. You're gonna definitely run into some bottlenecks. So yeah. I think I'm going to change this to a 4. What that look like? What a 3 look like? Formatting wise, here the 3. Yeah, we're gonna turn it like that. Yeah. Yeah. What you got going on, Chanel? You still here? I'm about ready to wrap this up for today, because I've been doing this for a couple of hours now. I still got a few more things I want to do with it though. You on lunch? You had a day filled with meetings. Boring. Boring, boring. Where your email address at, real quick? Team people. Let me go find your email address real quick. Close this. Manage staff. I'm finna archive some people. We finna archive this person. Set to inactive. Okay. Here's your email address. You finna get an email from me, Chanel, because I'm finna add you. Yeah, we got you as. I might change that later. I don't know. But I just sent you a invite. Yes.
I don't know why I wasn't eating. I looked in there and I saw a lot of food in there.
Okay, thank you. I want to know. All right, I think it'll set it up once you log in. But I just sent you the emails so that you can look at this this ClickUp. It's one of the tools I was just talking about. I don't think it's many tax professionals that actually use this tool. But baby, I runs it into the ground. You hear me? I found it and I fell in love with it. 34. What's up, y'all done talking to me over here on TikTok? I was trying to make it to an hour. on YouTube, but I don't think we gonna make it, baby. I don't think we gonna make it. Cause I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. And then that one was 10, so this one is 11. We'll leave that one open. This one we are going to. Okay, hold on. That ain't what I want to do. That ain't what I want to do. That ain't what I want to do. Oh, there it is. We won't be doing that. Oh no, we won't be doing that, good friend. Not right now. Yep, if you're coming in, I'm still answering questions for the next few minutes, so feel free to ask questions. Otherwise, we just working around here. We doing some back end tax stuff today. That's what we doing today. Some back end tax work. Specifically SOPs, standard operating procedures. Cause I'm working on my WISP. Yes, another required document. Gotta make sure you got those IRS required documents, baby. All right, boom, boom, boom. That look good. Okay. Yep. All right. But yeah, she did take a little click around town around there. I'm still getting it organized and everything, but where you see, what does it say? In the FTF office, I think I got it locked. Let me unlock it. Oh, snap. Hold on. Let me go get your email address again so I can unlock it for you. Shit. I made Apple come up. I don't want to use that. X. W. Say. Okay. All right, boom. I got your email address, and I'm like, because I don't think that you can see this. I think I'm gonna set you to view only. Why is it? Hold on. I'm gonna set it to full right now, but I'm gonna have to go back and look at that. I got you added on there so you can see it. So yeah, in the office and prepare resources, that's where you'll find the official SOPs. I'm still working on them, but you can click through them and take a look. You finally got your 2020 tax approved. They canceled it because the bank account is closed. They should send you a check then, or send you a letter. The 53B to upgrade your update your bank account information so that they can send it to you. 11. Oh, we need 12. This is appointment scheduling. All right, now we at pre-consultation preparation. Yeah, that's 12. Up to pre-consultation preparation. All right, then. You had a bank account last Friday. Yeah. But you just went on the website and did it? Because I know they don't genuinely just go and check that. They don't. Because some people they send that 53B letter to, 53 ARB, and some people they don't. Some people they issue out a check. So some people I don't like what they doing with this check stuff, with the bank accounts, because last year around this time I think they had put out a news article talking about that they was no longer gonna be issuing checks, and they still been doing it. Like, so what are we talking about here? You still been doing it. What's all the confusion with it? Why hasn't it been more of a streamlined process? Those are the type of things that frustrate me with the IRS, because why did you tell everybody that? I mean, most people want to be direct depositing anyway, but you make this big fuss about going through the extra extent of saying that I'm gonna be issuing checks, and you've been issuing checks left and right. Like, issue is an issue ain't. And if you're not, there needs to be more of a streamlined process for when you don't receive the refund and the bank account closed and stuff. There needs to be more streamlined process for that. It does. Just like back with during COVID times, um and you had all those people, all those non-filers filing. They had it to where you can go on there and update your bank account information, and that worked a little bit better. Now, it was people who was pissed off about it because people don't tend to make sure their information is correct before they hit save, and things just went haywire. But it wasn't necessarily IRS's fault that people don't follow directions. Take that how you will, but but it needs to be a little bit more streamlined. So that is a change that I'm hoping that we see this coming filing season, some more clear understanding of that. Some more clear understanding of that. Yeah, all right, boom. All right, so that's a lot better. Okay. So now that we finished doing that one, and specifically, Chanel, when you go on there and you look at the SOPs, look at section 2, client entry points. Take a look at that and tell me what you think. Because that's in there and that's ready to go. That's ain't gonna be Ain't gonna be too many changes to that. Yeah, that's ain't gonna be too many changes to that. It look good to me, you ask me. So I don't mean just looks, but I mean like read through it. Do it make sense? Is it easy to follow? That's the type of review I'm looking for. All right, let me see. All right, and then is we gonna do everybody. I'm gonna have to look at that real quick. I just say you been there too. How long we got? Oh, we got 14 more minutes, y'all, and then I can get off of here. Everybody else just sitting here staring at me and ain't saying nothing. Who these other 8 people in here? Let me start trolling. Who is y'all and what y'all doing? We in here being productive today. Are y'all being productive too? Or did y'all fall asleep with y'all phones on the live? Which one? You been following me for a minute? That's what's up. I appreciate you. All right. So was you a sophomore or was you a freshman this in January? Which one was you? We are being productive. Hey, I be telling people on the live when you at work and you violating them cell phone policies. The trick is you gotta stay productive. Whatever you supposed to be doing, do it. Okay, like you can't slack. Like you got to do it, because otherwise, when you slack on the production, that's when the questions start coming. Because especially if your production is normally good, now if you staying at your normal slack, then maybe it won't affect as much. But you gotta stay productive. Cause soon as you get unproductive, then they be like, what's going on? They start making those random trips by your office or them random drive you at the call center, them random walks down your road. Doing random check-ins and shit because they trying to see what's up with the slip in production. You gotta still be producing. That way they ain't paying you no mind while you in there breaking the rules. You see what I'm saying? It ain't what you do, it's how you do. I'm gonna do a little bit of what you want to do and a little bit of what I want to do. And you gonna pay me for all of the time. Cancel that one. All right, then. You a sophomore? Okay. So you're going to be a junior in January. Say good. I mean, you got to be. Especially working these office jobs, baby. Because, baby, you know there's regular people that work at the IRS, right? Y'all do know that, right? Regular people work at the IRS. Regular ones. Not fancy extra. I mean, you know, some people just fancy and extra by nature. But, like, this old stick up the butt type of professional shit. And we ain't had no dress code. This was pre-COVID. No dress. Everybody's. I think they back in the office now. But like go to the office every day. We ain't had no dress. That blew my mind. I was like, this is a government job, federal job. We IRS. We ain't got no dress code. No dress code whatsoever. If folks just come up in there in their pajamas, you see what I'm saying? So you could be somebody sitting right here online talking about, I'm not finna listen to her. She don't know what she talking about. I'm gonna call the IRS. And you about to talk to a lady in teddy bear slides with a bonnet on. You just can't see her. Just want to let you know that. I just want you to make sure that we clear on that. Yeah. That's who you talking to. Yeah. So you quit judging people. Quit stuff. Don't always have to look the way that you feel like it should look. Like a lot of people look like you're not no tax instructor. You be wearing graphic tees. Yeah, and the female on the flyer with her nice suit and her beautiful wig with her arms folded scammed your ass. Did she look like she was gonna scam you? Like, what do you mean look like? Like that's crazy. I done met doctors with tattoos up their neck, and they were amazing doctors. You see what I'm saying? Like, you gotta get over that a little bit. It's 2026. You know what I'm saying? If you want everybody to look like they belong in Pleasantville, then you might need to get warped back to the 70s or something like that, because that's not the times we live in anymore. And the way a person dresses to a certain extent, you know, doesn't define their level of skill. You might want to take that into account. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, we was up in there chilling, baby. Chilling, selling. They was selling fish plates. Ain't supposed to do that. And I was buying them. We used to have a good time. We had that old lady with all the medicine in her desk. Hell yeah, you get a cramp, headache, whatever. She got something on her desk. Go right on over there. She gonna hook it right on up. She gonna tell you some shit too. But yeah, whatever. Let me get them ibuprofen. But yeah, be right up in there with that earpiece in my ear, listening to my music while somebody cussing at me in my ear. Yeah, buddy. Now, after I finish with y'all, I think I need to post a video. I'm gonna try to work on a video, and then I'm gonna play some video games. We almost to it, y'all. We have 53 minutes on YouTube. Y'all be helping me through my hour I gotta do on YouTube. I ain't gonna even lie to you. And then once I reach my goal, I'm gonna make all these videos private. They gotta stay public for now. But baby, I ain't even gonna lie. I be struggling on my lives on YouTube because they don't know me over there like y'all know me over here. So we be over here chilling. I be getting people in my live on YouTube talking about some young MA. We talking about taxes, and you talking about some damn young MA. Do you think young MA sit up and have conversation about taxes? No, she don't. She talk about Hennessy. I guess, because I don't even listen to young MA. I don't participate. I'm working hard today. I need a bonus. I'm about to talk to myself about getting a bonus. Now she looking at her baby picture. Talk about, is that the real me? Kids are hilarious. Baby. Let's tighten that one up. Let's tighten that one up. This one. I know she finna be like, this is freaking nuts. It's not. It's necessary. And I need to turn my notifications on this too. Oh, let me check my email real quick. How did I get on this? Yep. If you're coming in, I'm still answering questions for the next 4 minutes. We got 4 minutes, and then I'm about to bounce. I'm about to bounce after that. I'm about to bounce. All right, and this one is documentation collection. Boop. I wonder if we got any more of that cream of mushroom soup in the kitchen, because I can make some baked chicken tonight with that chicken that's in there. That'll be good. I might do that. Just might do that, y'all. I think next time I go live, I'm going to go live on YouTube for the first hour and not the last hour. So that way the last hour we can have the music. Yeah. Because I'm bored without the music. So I think that'll make the last hour go by faster if we put the music on the last hour instead of at the beginning. What y'all think? Vote. Music at the beginning when I do a live for 2 hours, or music at the end? So first hour, no music. Second hour, music. What y'all think? What y'all think? Sound better? Sound good? Sound like a plan? Because we can't do the music on YouTube. They be hitting me with the violations and restricted in certain areas and stuff like that. Y'all ain't gonna vote. So you got to turn the volume down for a second. I said, should I do the music? I usually go live for about 2 hours when I go, and one of the hours I'm live on YouTube and TikTok at the same time. YouTube be giving me violations, Chanel, for the music in the background. So I was saying, should I do the 1 hour of no music at the beginning of the live or at the end? Because it's right now I'm struggling. And if I had the music, I wouldn't even be struggling. They is hating, but you know what I'm saying? You know, we got to play no music at the end, or play the music at the end? Which one? What you saying about the end? Which one? For the last hour? Yeah, okay, music at the end. That's what I was thinking. Because I was thinking that could benefit, like, maybe more than one way. Because, you know what I'm saying? Normally, when I first get on live, it do be a lot more interactive and things going on. So, you know, it could be a little bit more engaging for YouTube at that time. Because as soon as I turn the music, well, shit, ain't gonna be no music. As soon as I turn the music off, I ain't gonna lie, it get tired of me. Shit, that's what my problem is right now. It feel real damn dry. What happened to the music? It was a vibe in here a minute ago. What the hell happened? So if I'm feeling like that, then I know other folk feeling like that. We was jamming a minute ago. What the hell happened? But yeah, cancel. All right, all right, all right, all right. They sound like they out there having more fun than we is in here. I don't even know if y'all can hear them. Well, shit, I'm ready to go out there and see what they doing. Welcome in, anybody just came in. We actually about to wrap it up real quick. We just trying to hit our little YouTube time requirement real quick. I will be back tomorrow. I think I might jump on a little bit later in the evening tomorrow, probably around 4 or 5, around that time tomorrow, because we got all kind of early today. Yeah, what's your question? We also multitasking because some of my good friends, when we go live in the daytime, they still be at work. I gotta go get me a pineapple vest. I'm doing all right, Shay, baby. How you doing? You seen her, Johanna? I'm finna send you an email. I have a 570 code for A17, but it's not showing the letter on the IRS. They may not have sent the letter to you. If it's not a 971 with a letter underneath it, then it may not necessarily be a letter. Now, sometimes they do send a letter in the code not there. It doesn't change the definition of the 570. It still is what it is. All right, boom. Some of them might get edited, but they look good for now. That's kind of packed. Okay. I'm going to delete those for now. Okay. No, it doesn't. 570 does not mean you have to verify. 570 means the refund is being held. Did you just file this tax return, or was the tax return already filed? Or did you file an amended return, and in response to the amended return, they gave you a 570? What's up, creep? right, I'm gonna go ahead and end it over here on YouTube.